Well, hello there, and thank you for joining us here at Coolest Life. My name is Tony. This is Church Edition. And if you like the Church Edition, I've got a playlist that has about 30 some odd churches that I've been to around the country, all different kinds of churches. Most of them are a lot like this one here, which is the Contemporary Church, Christian church. But let me say this, this particular church has had some damage, and I think they recently changed their name. It's called First Alliance Church right now, at least that's what their website says, and their YouTube page. But First Alliance Church, I think they're changing their name. I don't remember what it is. I'll probably put it in the caption there somewhere, maybe here. Yeah, there. But come join us. I want to show you a little bit about the church. Maybe give you some, so you can meet the pastor a little bit, and maybe a little bit about the music. Because you just entered the Coolest Life, Church Edition. About to open air check-in. I'll walk all the way through. Protections for the kids check in, and welcome for our first timers. How about that? Beautiful place. You walk in the main sanctuary. I love the rafters here on the ceiling. Those are cool. I've seen a couple of churches like this. There was one one church was in, I want to say it was up in Maine, Wiscasset. Which reminds me of it. Maybe I'll put it up there, Wiscasset Church. We're going to go sit up front and see if we can get a better view.
Not only does God deliver the Israelites from the Philistines' hands, but actually delivers the Philistines into the Israelites' hands. And so there's a great victory that happens. And that's where this passage picks up. It's in 1 Samuel chapter 7, verse 12. It says this:
As it is on earth, as it is in heaven. And lead us not into temptation,
but deliver us from evil.
Deliver us from evil.
Good morning. It's good to be with you all today. I'm cold, you guys. That's all I can say. But it's good to be here. It's good to be able to share with you and continue in this series on what we refer to as the Lord's Prayer. And Pastor Nate has been just really, this series has been really impactful. I know for a lot of folks have been coming and talking to me about this prayer in our lives, and it's been cool to hear from Pastor Nate as we started the series a couple weeks ago. We're going to review now because I'm kind of an educator. That's what we do. We review. So we're going to review now kind of what we've talked about before. We talked about Nate used a really cool analogy. He said prayer is kind of like the people mover of faith. And when he broke that down a little bit, it was the idea that we're able to do and move in our Christian life things a little bit more efficiently, sometimes a little bit more quickly, right? And at those times when we feel like we've got nothing else and nothing to give and we're exhausted, the people mover of faith allows us to keep moving, right? You might think about, as we look at what's the kingdom, you might think about a site, something like this, right? The moats and the castles, and this is actually a picture that I took with my cell phone of the kingdom, what used to be the kingdom of Toledo in Spain, or for you fellow gringos that did not grow up in Miami, Toledo. Okay, was the kingdom of Toledo, Spain. All right, it was established in 1065. And I said, now I wonder, does this have a connection to our little town in Port Charlotte? And my mind just I couldn't let it go. And so I did a little bit of research, and because of that, you get to participate in useless knowledge. Dwayne has established his throne in the heavens, and his kingdom rules over all. Even the pagan king Nebuchadnezzar, ruler of arguably one of the greatest empires ever upon the earth, Babylon, writes these words about our God in Daniel chapter 4. It says, "How great are his signs, how mighty his wonders. His kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and his dominion endures from generation to generation." I walked into her office, and she looked at me and she said, "I am so sorry. I shouldn't have spoken to you that way. And in fact, I've really been thinking about it, and you were right. And I really want your input on how we can fix whatever and so on." So, how much energy did I waste having pre-conversations that never came to fruition at all, right? And what if I had simply said, walked out of her office and lifted myself up and her up in prayer and asked God, would your will be done in this situation, in our lives, your perfect will? What if I were less worried about being right? And what if I were less worried about my right to be offended? Amen. And simply just submitted to his will. Baptisms, if you have not taken that step of obedience and been baptized and you are interested in that, you can scan that QR code there. And it will bring you to a page. You're not committing and saying that you have to do anything, but someone will contact you. We'll make sure that we can answer any questions that you have about baptism, what it is, what it isn't, why it's important. And if you decide at that time that's your next step, and we will get you signed up. And again, that'll happen the last Sunday of this month.
And the service is over. We're walking out now. Really full room. Might be upstairs there. That's where their sound area there is. Video.
Thank you, guys.
Coffee shop. Full service.
Have a great week.
You got a barista in the back and everything. Well, that was a good Sunday service, wouldn't you say? Yes? Yes. And we got free coffees. How about that? Because I got the coffee shop in there that you saw in the other part of this video. It was a good video. It was a good coffee shop. This might actually be better than one at McDonald's.
He doesn't
And
drink coffee.
I like the McDonald's one, let me tell you. Their caramel frappes. This is a little smoother, amazingly enough. So real happy with that. But if you get a chance, you want to come to church, come on down to this church. And I'll put the captions everywhere. I forget the name of it. It was called Movement. That's it. Movement. The new name is Movement. Movement Church.
MovementFL.org.
Yeah, it was Alliance. So, but come visit them here in Port Charlotte and check out our other videos about churches in this area and other areas around the country. So be sure to like and subscribe because we are out here living.
The coolest life.
That's right.